Why would beings created to be pure and perfect turn against the very Creator who made them? What was it that led to an uprising in the highest of realms? A cosmic rebellion that echoes even today. The story of the angels' rebellion is filled with intrigue, mystery, and deep lessons. Today, we'll uncover what really happened when angels rebelled against God, how this rebellion has shaped the spiritual universe, and what it means for us as humans. Stick around, because this story will make you see good and evil from a whole new perspective. But before we jump in, don't forget to subscribe to City on a Mountain, where we explore timeless spiritual lessons, unravel ancient mysteries, and help you grow closer to understanding your higher self. Hit the notification bell so you won't miss any of our upcoming content. The origins of the angels. In the beginning, God created the angels, celestial beings of light and power. They were designed to serve Him and carry out His will across the heavens and earth. These angels had immense strength, wisdom, and beauty, so much so that in many religious traditions, they are considered far superior to humans. Yet, as powerful as they were still servants. Their existence was tied to their obedience to God, and their purpose was clear: to praise, serve, and fulfill the divine plan. But not all angels would remain loyal. Enter Lucifer, the most beautiful of all angels. Among these angels, there was one who stood out. Lucifer, often referred to as the light bearer or the morning star. According to Christian tradition, Lucifer was the most beautiful, intelligent, and powerful angel created by God. He held a high rank in the heavenly order. Some believe he was a cherub or seraph, one of the highest classes of angels. But this position of power and beauty also became Lucifer's undoing. He became prideful. He began to see himself as more than just a servant of God. He was magnificent after all. Why should he not be equal to God? And it was this pride that led him down a dangerous path, one that would have eternal consequences. The seed of rebellion. Lucifer's dissatisfaction grew. He was no longer content with being second to God. But it wasn't just personal ambition driving him. Some scholars believe Lucifer's pride was inflamed by God's creation of humanity. When humans were made, God declared that they would bear His image, something that the angels did not. Imagine being a celestial being, created in perfection, only to see these fragile, flawed humans being given a special place in God's heart. Lucifer's pride couldn't handle the idea of serving a creature made from dust, a creature that was, in his eyes, far inferior to himself. Lucifer's desire for power and resentment towards humanity grew stronger. He began to spread his rebellious ideas among other angels, convincing them that they too deserved more, that they, like him, should not be bound by the servitude of God, but should rule alongside Him or even overthrow Him. 1/3 of the angels joined the rebellion. Lucifer wasn't alone in his rebellion. The Bible suggests that he managed to sway 1/3 of the heavenly host, millions, if not billions of angels, to follow him in his quest for independence. It's a staggering number when you think about it. 1/3 of the angels, who had witnessed God's glory firsthand, chose to rebel. But why? Why would so many join Lucifer in what must have seemed like a doomed effort? The answer may lie in the seductive power of pride and ambition. Lucifer promised them freedom. He promised them power that they could not have under God's rule. In essence, he appealed to the same desires that so often lead humans astray. The desire for more, for autonomy, for control over their own destiny. The battle in heaven. War of the angels. Once Lucifer had gathered his forces, war broke out in heaven. This was no symbolic battle. According to the book of Revelation, it was a literal war, fought between the forces of Lucifer and the angels loyal to God, led by the archangel Michael. Michael, often depicted as a warrior in full armor, led God's army against Lucifer's rebellious angels. The conflict is described as a fierce and chaotic battle, one that shook the heavens. Ultimately, Lucifer and his followers were no match for Michael and the loyal angels. In the end, Lucifer and his forces were cast out of heaven. Banished from God's presence, they were thrown down to the earth, condemned to live as fallen beings, what we now refer to as demons. Lucifer, once the shining morning star, became Satan, the adversary of God and the enemy of humanity. The consequences of the rebellion. The consequences of this rebellion were profound. For Lucifer and his fallen angels, their fate was sealed. They were cut off from God's light forever. But the consequences didn't stop there. Humanity would also be affected. In Christian theology, Satan's rebellion is tied to the temptation of Adam and Eve in the Garden of Eden. After being cast out of heaven, Satan sought to corrupt God's newest creation, humanity. Disguised as a serpent, Satan tempted Eve to disobey God, leading to the fall of man. From that point on, Satan and his demons have been at war with humanity, seeking to lead people away from God and toward destruction. This cosmic battle between good and evil, which began with the rebellion of angels, is still playing out in the spiritual realm today. Humanity's role in the spiritual battle. What does all of this mean for us? Why should we care about a rebellion that took place eons ago in the heavenly realms? Because, according to many religious beliefs, humanity is now caught in the middle of this cosmic struggle. We are spiritual beings living in a material world, and the battle between good and evil is constantly influencing our lives. The Bible teaches that Satan, the fallen angels, and their demonic forces are actively trying to lead humanity astray. They use temptation, deception, and manipulation to pull us away from God. And while this might sound like a medieval superstition, many people today still believe in the reality of spiritual warfare. But here's the key. Just as the angels had a choice whether to stay loyal to God or follow Lucifer, we too have choices to make every day. Our decisions can bring us closer to God, or they can lead us down a path of rebellion and separation. The final judgment. Is there hope for redemption? Is there any hope for the fallen angels? Can Lucifer and his followers ever be forgiven and restored to their former glory? The answer, according to most Christian traditions, is no. Unlike humanity, which has been offered redemption through the sacrifice of Jesus Christ, the fallen angels made their choice with full knowledge and understanding of what they were doing. Their rebellion was final. For humans, however, there is always the hope of redemption. No matter how far we've fallen, no matter what mistakes we've made, God offers us the chance to repent and be forgiven. It's a powerful contrast to the fate of the fallen angels and a reminder of the grace that is available to all of us. Before we wrap up, make sure to hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. By joining our City on a Mountain community, you'll be part of a growing circle that seeks truth, wisdom, and spiritual growth. Don't forget to click the notification bell so you never miss any of our future videos. Thank you for watching. Remember, the battle between good and evil is still ongoing, but you have the power to choose the right path. Stay strong, stay faithful, and keep climbing towards your higher self.